It's the last business day of the week. Welcome to Business Incorporated. I'm Chimeze Obi-Wago. Coming up, the head of the International Monetary Fund, Christine Lagarde, indicates interest to run for the second term. And business leaders attending the World Economic Forum expressed concern over the state of the global economy. And here in Africa, Ghanaian workers protest against what they called unbearable utility prices and other government taxes. And the head of the International Monetary Fund, Christine Lagarde, has confirmed she will stand for a second term. Ms. Lagarde threw her heart into the ring during an appearance on French television. Her term in office expires on the 5th of July, and the process to find a successor opened on Wednesday, January 20. The UK's Chancellor of the Exchequer, George Osborne, has already said he is delighted to nominate her for a new term. She has also received the backing of Germany, China, France, and Korea. The hints from European Central Bank on Thursday that it might consider more monetary easing helped lift investors' confidence in Asia. In Japan, the Nikkei 225 jumped 5.9% to close at 16,958.53 after hitting a 15-month low the previous day. Markets in China also managed to recover some of the past day's heavy losses. The mainland benchmark in Shanghai Composite gained 0.8% to 2,901.32 points, while Hong Kong's Hang Seng rose 2.2% to 18,950.19 points. Markets were encouraged by a recovery in oil prices, which had hit 12-year lows earlier in the week. In South Korea, the benchmark Kospi index followed the region's trend, closing the day 2.1% higher at 1,879.40 points. Well, let's see how the European markets are doing with Olaf Kreger. Hello, Olaf. Yeah, we've seen a rebound. We've seen a rebound in the Asian markets. How is your market doing today, particularly after the ECB's decision to keep interest rates on hold?
Well, it was again Mario Draghi, the president of the European Central Bank, who saved the market, not even here, the markets worldwide, for another meltdown we saw the other days, even here in Frankfurt. And believe me or not, after this roller coaster week, we are in positive territory here in Frankfurt. German shares are up around 2%. This is quite amazing because we saw heavy losses here in Frankfurt. Different reasons are standing for that. For instance, the oil price is up, and I think, that's the reason, because Frankfurt and the European stock markets are in a pretty good condition, and we have followed the Asian markets, which started even in the positive territory.
Right, so is this a reliable change for the market, Olaf?
Well, I think that one spark is enough to get in trouble again, to start all over what we see the other days. Another bad news from an economy like China, like out of the European monetary union or whatever, and even the situation on the raw material market. We have to watch it very closely, very precisely, because I think if there's going something to happen on these important major markets, this will have surely an impact in Frankfurt, in Europe. But I think also that now everybody just wants to see a few days of stability here in Frankfurt, here in Europe.
Now, Olaf, it's the last trading day for the week, and next week the Federal Reserve will have its first meeting for the year. What's the outlook for the market next week?
In the US is one of a topic, because everybody wants to know how the Federal Reserve is going to organize their interest rates, a very important impact for the markets worldwide. So we have to wait and see what kind of decision is announced over there. And otherwise we have also to wait how the situation on the raw material market, especially the oil price, is going to develop the other days. And what kind of news are ready to come for investors, for shareholders here in Frankfurt. But after a heavy week with a lot of uncertainty, and I think traders are pretty optimistic, especially after this Friday, and that the next week will be not that bad as we saw it this week. And I think also that everyone is really expecting the weekend right now.
Right, Olaf, I'm also optimistic. Well, thank you for your time, Olaf. Enjoy your weekend.